we're live. Can you guys hear us? Can you see us? Can you hear us? Are we clear? Are we good? Let us know in the chat.
Contrary to how this looks, this episode is not sponsored by Tic Tac. It just so happens this is the only Christmas sweaters we have. Because all my Christmas stuff is at my mom's house. So, yeah.
We here. Hey, well, might as well start it off.
But if Tic Tac wants to sponsor us, feel free.
Start it off right. Hey, I want you guys to take a few moments to just soak this in. Soak it all in. Christmas song Cam did about 8-9 years ago.
Yeah, he's overdue for another one.
Come on, let's jam. Let's rock it out.
Hang all the mistletoe. I'm gonna get to know you better this Christmas. And as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together. This Christmas, firesides blazing bright, and we caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be very special Christmas for me. Shake your head, shake your head, shake your head. Ooh, whoa. Presents and cards are here. My world is filled with cheer and you.
You gonna listen to the whole song?
This Christmas, and as I look around,
Guess we're gonna listen to the whole song. All right.
shine the town they do.
We just giving time for the people to come in.
My hair is getting my nerves.
It's gonna be a wonderful Christmas. I feel like a DJ out here. Come on,
You gotta turn it down when you say something, though.
come in the room. Yeah, we going crazy. Yeah, everybody put your hands together. Yeah. Yeah.
We need some air horns.
Come on, let's get a band song right here. Shout out to my brothers, Benny Ramos, Josh Griffin. Appreciate y'all. Here we go. Hey.
Repeat after me.
Woo.
Say,
Yeah, DJ Nice ain't got nothing on me. DJ Envy, any DJ Khaled, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
None of them have anything on me.
That's what I'm going
Vicky's about to do something. We just gonna keep rocking out. Come on, invite somebody in the room. Yeah, we got 50 people on. We need about 65 more. Yeah. Come on, put your hands together. For those of you that are just coming on, this is a cover song that I did about 8-9 years ago. You can find it on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. Type in This Christmas Cameron Logan.
hope y'all enjoy this.
And appreciate y'all.
And I wish you a
Josh
very
Banks, what up, bro?
Christmas. And a Happy New Year.
All right, appreciate you guys. We got to give it up one time for DJ CeeLo. That's so lame. It's just really lame.
Ew.
DJ Just Cam.
I had to do a
DJ
clip because I couldn't find any of my screen.
DJ Mr. Put It On for Jesus.
Mrs. Put it on for Jesus.
Yeah. So hey, it's been a while, but we're back.
Don't play with your girl, Vicky. She is not one of them.
And what a great day to be back. We just uploaded a few of our Christmas pics. Shout out to our wonderful friend and sister. She's basically family. Amanda Evans Photography. Killed it.
Amanda.
Yeah, man, it was a photo shoot that I set up. I've been wanting us to take Christmas pic. We didn't take none last year.
Yeah.
The last one was The last ones we did take with
Last
all
Christmas
red.
was kind of depressing. Not gonna lie.
Jessica took those. So shout out Cuzzo, Jessica J. Taylor. And then we hadn't taken Christmas photos ever.
Ever.
We had phone pics.
Those were our first Christmas pics last year. No, not last year. 2019.
2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is our second round. I feel like we gotta keep it. Maybe we'll be coming out the gate swinging too hard because we're gonna just keep leveling up after this.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a rolling, not a stopwatch. It don't ever stop.
Okay.
So
all right. So yes, we are.
you're like the third person that said that. Jaika, is that how you say it? Or Jaika, or Jayika. Anyways, I want to shout out everyone that is on the live. All 65 of you, 64 of you. Appreciate you guys tuning in. This was a live that was kind of spontaneous. We do this when we do record for the podcast. We do this for our Patreon members, but because we've been gone unannounced for this period of time, Jay Ika. But because we've been gone for this period of time unannounced, I was like, man, like let's go live. I personally love the energy when like I can see the comments and see the chat with everyone on there. So I love it. So yeah, we here, we back. Babe, where have we been?
Where have we been? We have been a lot of places. So, wow. You weren't recording.
Just the audio.
Oh my God.
Just that first portion.
Oh my God. Let's hope and pray that there's no issues. So yeah, we've been, what was the last podcast we recorded? I feel like we missed Thanksgiving week because obvious reasons. We were spending time with our family that week, so we didn't get to record for Thanksgiving. And then the week after that, we were about to go to Jamaica. Like the week after Thanksgiving.
Yep.
We were preparing to go to Jamaica, and we went to Jamaica the next weekend. So that is what was going on. We have been pretty much all over the place. Went to Jamaica the first week of December. We were gone the whole week pretty much. So we were kind of off the grid for a little while. And then that was fun. If you want to talk about it, you can, but that was fun. And then we got back and now we're here. Wait, what did we miss? What weeks I don't know what is time? Because I'm losing track of time.
I think we've only missed like 2 weeks.
We've only missed like 2 weeks, but it feels like so long. So much has happened since then. That's probably why. Yeah, we were Thanksgiving weekend. Then the week after that, we had a lot going on. Okay, yeah, we went to Jamaica. Then the week after that, we was here. So I don't know what happened last week. We just didn't record last week. Yeah. We just didn't record last week.
Oh yeah, last week I didn't have the mental capacity to record.
That's what you said. You said you didn't have the mental capacity. Okay. And then so now we're back. Time has been flying. The year's pretty much over. The month is almost over. It is so chaotic. This month is chaotic because we're preparing for so many things. Christmas, my birthday, which y'all, I'm about to be 30, so there's a lot happening. I said that I was going to do a lot, but I didn't realize how much a lot was going to be. And I'm not even planning the things, and it's a lot for me. Like, I'm just planning outfits and I'm overwhelmed. So shout out to everybody who's planning for me. But yeah, so we've got Christmas and then my birthday and then my birthday again and then my birthday again, New Year's somewhere in there, in between birthday shenanigans, and then more birthday shenanigans in January. And then, January is going to be crazy. And then it's not going to stop because we also have our anniversary in February. So, these couple months are going to be hectic and chaotic. Sorry if we lose you guys in between time, but we're trying to make sure everything is going smoothly on all fronts.
We have some things that we're kind of working on, still working out the logistics of it, but we may have some cool things in the works in relation to the podcast.
Yes,
coming up in the future. So we're trying to figure out the best way for us to continue being consistent,
right?
But also not repeating ourselves.
Yes,
every other week or every month.
Because it started to feel like that. I'm not even gonna lie. I got tired of. I felt like we were talking about the same thing over and over again. Maybe that's just me, but it felt monotonous to me. And when I feel like things are monotonous, I just give up and I stop. That's a negative trait of mine. When I get bored, I quit and I move on to something else. So I'm glad I have Cam here to help me and hold me accountable, because when I get bored with things, I'm like, okay, I don't want to do this no more. But we are recalibrating. We're coming up with new ideas for things we want to do for 2022. So bear with us while we do that. So yes. Did we have anything else we wanted to say before we, I guess, dive into some topics or something?
I mean, it's going to be even the next several weeks is going to be very busy for us. I mean, I know you kind of said that, but I'm excited about us going to visit your family in a couple of days.
Don't be telling people what I'm about to do.
And then your B-Day.
Don't be telling people where I'm about to be at, what I'm going to be doing.
B-Day
I like to
B-Day about to go
keep
crazy.
my secrets. I like to have secrets.
So it's good, guys. What I'm basically saying is, make sure you're tuned in to the socials. All the social medias.
I would say,
specifically for me, follow me on TikTok. If you're not following me on TikTok, follow me on TikTok. My name is the same everywhere. Cameron J. Logan. All right.
My nose itches right here.
Follow me on TikTok. There's going to be a lot of great content produced on Instagram and TikTok. Okay. It's going to be.
I'm going to try to keep up with the vlogs too. We have 2 vlog cameras. We have no excuse.
Here's my thing with vlogging now. Not that we can't vlog, but people be wanting reels. Just
do y'all still? I mean, people do still watch vlogs though. They do still watch vlogs.
It's like
that. We can't say they don't watch vlogs because we know people who vlog and they be watching. Everybody be watching their vlogs.
That's true.
So we can't say people don't like vlogs. We just got to do it.
That's true. All right. So our goal.
But I'm gonna let you do it.
Our goal is to
I'll
record.
Edit. Oh, I got my new computer, guys. For those of you who are following my computer journey on Instagram, because I was talking about which computer I was going to get, what color I was going to get, all that stuff. So I did get a new computer. I'm excited about that. So we're starting off the new year with a brand new processing system. So we will be in full effect. One of the reasons why I didn't like editing video was because my computer's moving so slow and it was very hard for me to edit. So listen, I'm going to be on editing. Okay. So all you got to do is record for me and I'll just edit. But we're trying to make this more of a team effort. You know what I'm saying? Team effort. I think I said this. I don't know when I said this, but I've said this multiple times before. I know somewhere. I don't know where, but I'm over this being the Vicky show. And I really want this to be we, which is why we started Everything Is We. You know what I'm saying? Now that Cam is working with me full time, we can do all the things. So I'm very excited to work. It's first of all, you guys have watched a journey. Okay. You guys have watched a journey because I feel like one of the best things that happened this year, and we're going to do a recap. Obviously, we're going to do before I say that, I'm jumping all over the place. I'm sorry. Before I say that, do you guys want us to do the marriage Q&A that we normally do every year on the podcast, or should we do that on my YouTube channel like we always do? Because I feel like I don't want to not do that video because we do that every year, but I also don't know if we should do it on the podcast or not. I haven't figured that out yet. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Sure. But I feel like one of the best things that happened this year, look at me going back to my thought. One of the best things that happened this year was Cam quitting his job. And what is a very monumental and brave and heroic moment in Cam's life. I feel like it was a very pivotal moment for him. And I'm still very proud of you for that. However, it came with some challenges because we were still trying to figure out, the groove. And so I feel like we did pretty well for you just coming off your job and us trying to figure out life and how to operate, you know, and you being patient with me, not being patient with you. So yes, you guys are seeing us try to work through all of these shifts and changes in real time, which is why sometimes we were missing. Sometimes things seemed like, where are they at? What's going on? We're still getting the groove. Okay. We're finding our groove, working together. And, you know, we had a conversation the other day about how we're just going to make things happen, but more strategically, because it's been really chaotic since clock in. So
It's like, I guess this was saying the Wi-Fi connection is unstable, but my computer says the Wi-Fi is strong.
okay. Well, we're going to continue. You are recording, right?
We're recording.
Okay, good.
It's recording on the other one too. Guys, give us a thumbs up if you can see us clearly and everything. Everything's good.
So yeah, you guys are watching the transformation in real time. I mean, honestly, y'all are always watching transformations in real time with me. I've been, you know, showing my life for a long time. So you've seen the growth and the progression. So yeah, we're just getting into the swing of things. And I feel like next year we're going to really be on it because we're going to have things more organized and together. You know, a lot of back end things we're working on, you know, reorganizing, recalibrating. We've got new people working on our team now. You know what I mean? Like, we switched out some people, got rid of some, you know, things that weren't working right. And now we're trying to recalibrate that. So it's just a lot going on that will hopefully yield positive results in 2022 for the Camtoria business journey. So yes, that is my preface. Do you have anything else to say?
My ear was itching. Sorry about that, y'all. Forgive me.
Sorry about that. My nose is itching right here. What that mean? You see it's red?
Your nose itching, that mean somebody been talking
I need to mind my
stinky
business.
stuff.
I've been nosy. I need to mind my business.
I don't know none of that old folks tale.
It's red. Look at it. You see?
Well, you keep touching it, so
It itches. Anyways,
maybe your skin's dry.
you know, you look nice. Look at your skin. You look nice. Your skin looks good today. What did you
Just
use?
today.
Did you use some? No, I mean, it looks good most of the time, but sometimes it looks better.
No,
than
I
others.
just had 8 hours of sleep last night. I chalk it up to the 8 hours, and I had some chicken and a cruciferous vegetable, and then I had more chicken because I was still hungry. I'm actually kind of still hungry.
You're
right
still
now.
hungry? Oh my gosh, you guys, Cam has eaten 70 times today. Anyway, maybe you're glowing because of me.
Am I glowing?
You're glowing.
It could be.
You got that I had a good night glow. That's what that is. Speaking of good nights, that is a great segue into so one of the topics I want to talk about.
Oh.
One of the topics I want to talk about. I don't know if you have any other topics, but the main one that I want.
told you, I'm out here. I'm going with the flow.
I mean, we could do like a Christmas special, but what are we gonna say?
I'm going with the flow.
2022 years ago, Jesus was born. All right. Is that accurate? 2022 years ago?
No.
Oh, wait, no, AD is never mind. Just kidding. I don't know history. So one of my things that I want to talk about, Cam actually showed me this the other day. Or do you have the post or did I have the post? Did you screenshot it? Did you screenshot it?
How do I know what you're about to talk about?
I told you what we were about to talk about.
Why are you covering your phone up?
This one. Did you screenshot that?
It was a video. How would I screenshot it?
Well, Cam was watching a video the other day on Instagram, I guess. I don't know.
I can pull it up.
I mean, I don't want to watch the video again.
No, I could play the sound for the people.
No, we don't need to hear what they said.
Okay.
I don't really care about their opinion. I just wanted to know what the people think.
I think it provides context, but okay.
Okay, we'll play it then. I don't. Well, you can't do that because is that like infringement?
How?
I don't know. I don't want to be flagged. You know,
how are we gonna be flagged on
YouTube? Be flagging stuff.
Somebody doing a video.
YouTube be flagging everything, so I gotta be careful. So how was our first Christmas together? Oh, I don't even remember our first Christmas.
That was so long.
So long ago.
No idea.
No idea. I don't even remember. I remember I got you a Toomey bag. Was that our first Christmas?
Oh, that was.
I got you a Toomey bag and you got me a ring light.
I got you a ring. I don't remember.
You got me a ring light for Christmas. And I got you a Toomey bag.
And then I was like, dang, why'd you give me a Toomey bag? Because I get 40% off on my job.
Oh, yeah.
It was great, though.
I used all my little YouTube money on that bag. Aw. Back in the day.
Okay, wait. You ready? You want me to play the thing or no?
I mean, you can play it if you want, but I don't really like listening to other people talk. So, I mean, you know me.
Be happy in a relationship if the sex was horrible. Explain your answer.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm off rip. I'm gonna block you.
You don't block
She said she
I'm
gonna
never
block it.
gonna speak to you again.
What if
The question is,
you do the 90-day rule? We go 90 days.
I don't care.
Wow. What if we done fell in love?
Listen, I just feel like we grown. Listen.
What if we wait till marriage?
Oh, I'm definitely divorcing you. I'm not doing that because I'm gonna cheat on you.
Oh my gosh!
I'm just saying.
This is a woman
don't
saying
lie
that,
and
too.
say, I'm not gonna cheat on you. I'm not. You too grown for me to be teaching you.
Wow.
stuff. You
So
grown.
love just go out the window. Love
Yeah,
just gone.
it did. I'm sorry. You cool. I can have love from you from a distance.
Oh my God. That's what. Well, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna figure it out because I'm a real one.
So you better figure it out.
I'm gonna figure it out. Shoot. I mean, hey, if I love you, you know, we could.
It's different
We
for
can
a
figure it
woman.
out.
I mean,
How's
I
it
don't see
different
how
for
a
a
woman can be
woman?
bad in bed, but a man,
What do you mean?
if you slacking on your packet, I'm sorry, I'm gone.
on your packet.
Wow. You can't.
So that was the clip that he showed me. He said it triggered or sparked some things that.
And here's why. I'm gonna go in for a good 2 minutes and
Okay,
25
go in.
seconds, and then I'm gonna get off because every time I get on Twitter or any of these high profile social media networks, y'all know all the names where they be spilling all the tea for all of this, you know, couple this, got divorced this, somebody
Oh
did
my
this,
God. Such and such getting a divorce, such and such is in an open relationship.
Can y'all
such and
believe such and such and such and such? And then I get on Twitter.
It's been
and
wild
then
today.
All of the wonderful women in the world that God has created, they all hop on this bandwagon that men are trash. N words ain't S words. Men are boys. Blah 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 blah. Da 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 da. All men cheat. Blah 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 blah. Black men cheat.
And then there's
White
those
men cheat.
there's those
And it's just like,
TikToks. There's those TikToks that's like, what does sex feel like to women? And it's like when they try to put the plug in the wall, it keeps missing. Or they be like talking about how bad it is, like how bad men are at sex and all this stuff like that. And it's just like, why are y'all? But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, and like Misha said, damn, all men are canceled. This, that, and the third. And I just see all of this male bashing that happens over and over and over again. And then your favorite celebrity, your favorite hip hop rap icon or whatever, then they get engaged or whatever. And now all they goes and y'all sending it to your friends. And it's like, bro, dude got like 17 kids and he got like 85 different baby mamas, and that's the standard. And this is my problem with society.
What is that?
This is my problem with society.
But why did that post trigger all of that?
Because what she said.
Oh, that she would leave?
She said I would leave, and then she said like I would cheat.
Yeah, she did.
Men can't say we don't have enough rope. Like,
No, you can't say that. As a man, you cannot
in
say
the public eye. In the public eye, my dad says you give people enough rope to pull themselves up. And the public eye is you give people enough rope to hang themselves.
Yeah.
So in the public eye, a man can't say stuff like that. Y'all. I hate to go here, but it's the same thing with the way that certain people groups can get away with different sexual things, and other people groups cannot get away with the same statements. We can't.
There's a double standard on all fronts.
It's just,
it
oh my God, it's such a huge double standard. Exactly. A guy would get canceled like 1,000,000%. Same thing with some of these, IG models. When she talk about, IG model. She at the college like, hide your sons. If a grown man, meaning like 28 and older, were to go to a college campus and say hide your daughters, they would try to find that man and they would lock him up.
They would.
They would label this man all kinds of names for making a statement like that, especially with the track record that this individual had. And that's my 2 minutes and 25 seconds.
So I thought this post was interesting for other reasons. Cam was triggered because he's sick of the slander towards men, because obviously the man in this case, in this post, he was a little more graceful about his answer than she was. But I mean, that's their opinion. That's what they would do. That's them. I don't know these people. I don't know nothing about them, so I can't say nothing about them. What I can say is I found the response interesting. Because for me, it's just like, it reminds me of how, or not reminds me, but it just kind of sheds light on how people view sex. Like, just in general, they feel like it's just like, people think that it's like a character trait or something that you're just born knowing how to do for some reason. I don't know why people don't look at it as like a learning experience. Like, you have to learn how to do these things. Like, you don't just know how to do it. And it's not like a end all be all, like either he's good or he's not. Either she's good at it or she's not. Like, that's not how that works. And for me, it irritates me when I hear people say things like that, because it's cringy. Because then, number one, you assume that all sex is the same, which it's not. Like there's like a standard for it that you have, but nobody else's standard is the same, because that's like saying, I don't know. It's like you can't generalize it like that, because it takes time to learn how to do these things. Like, most of us don't even know our own bodies once we start having sex. So how do you even know what good is and what isn't? You know what I'm trying to say? It just doesn't make sense to me. So I feel like this was an important conversation to have, because I need y'all to understand something. If you don't know somebody, you're probably going to be bad at having sex with them. Your chances of doing it right the first time are very, very low. I hate to break it to you and burst your bubble, but if you don't know the person, you're probably not going to have a good time.
Exactly.
On the first try.
Like Toby, I believe.
You're probably not going to have a good time on the first try.
Because then you're going to get married and you have to learn with your spouse.
To say that somebody is good or bad at something when you haven't grown with them, it's like,
come on, Jacob.
You're not giving them a chance to grow with you in that. And I feel like that takes the beauty out of having a lifelong partner that you have sex with all the time. It takes the beauty out of it when you don't get to learn that person and understand. Because here's the thing, and test driving. Here's the thing. I feel like, because this is something I hear a lot of people say who are like saving themselves for marriage or waiting until marriage to have sex or whatever. They're very concerned about these things because they want to make sure that they enjoy their sex life, which is great. I understand that. However, like I said, you don't just start off good. So, you know, it takes time. You have to learn and grow into these things. It's not like you just wake up one day and you just know how to, you know what I'm saying? Like it takes time because everybody's different. So you still have to learn. It doesn't matter if you get with somebody who's had sex with 100 people or not. They're still gonna have to learn your body regardless. Like that's just how. And then the thing is, it's a continued learning experience because our bodies change even after we get married. They keep changing. So it's not like you learn one thing and you do that forever. Like it's a continued, and that is why it's so important to be having sex with the right person, so that
having sex with your spouse,
the right person. Because
you
some
say the
people,
right person, your spouse,
but the spouse got to be the right person. You got to make sure you pick the right spouse because some people be getting married to people that are not considerate, that don't listen, that don't love them.
We got to make it plain because we don't want people taking clips and sound bites.
Okay, but
running with stuff.
But also,
make it plain.
But also, this is the kind of stuff you got to be looking for when you are looking to get married to somebody. Are they considerate? Do they care about your feelings? Do they listen to what you have to say?
Yeah,
are they willing to grow and learn
about.
with you? Well, because that goes into your sex life. Because some people be married to people that prideful and don't want to change. Like, well, this is how I do this. I do this A, B, C, X, Y, Z combo, and that's my combo, and I'm sticking to it because it works for me. But what about me though? You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to understand, like, is this person going to actually care about my feelings? Will I be able to express what I need to them and they actually listen to me? Will they be able to want to please me over pleasing themselves? Because here's the thing, Skip. Here's the thing. What I've learned in our years of, you know, doing stuff together, I've learned that it's actually a lot more fun for me when it's fun for you. When I make you happy, it makes me happy because you're happy. And it's like it's a trade-off thing. It's not just oh, like I got mines and then that's it. It's like, I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like it's all about intentionally being with someone who is intentional about loving you correctly in all aspects. And I feel like if you do marry somebody and they kind of suck, you can't just be like, well, I'm just going to leave this person and find somebody else who don't suck. Like, no, like you should tell them. You don't have to tell them they suck, but learn how to communicate. Hey, like this is what works for me. Or if you don't know what works for you, y'all figure it out together. Like, hey, let's try this. Like, y'all got to be open to things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be like, well, that was it. That's all they ever gonna do. That's all I got. Like, you know, like, no, it's a growing, learning experience. It takes time and communication, vulnerability, openness. We talked about these things. Like, over time, life experiences happen and y'all become more vulnerable with each other. And then like the sex just gets better because you're more vulnerable with that person. And that happens over time. It takes time. You don't just have sex with somebody once and then that happens and all of a sudden y'all just, everything clicks. Like, no, it takes time. Did you want to add to anything I just said?
Nope. Nope. So, hey, that's how we feel about that one.
You don't have anything else to say?
Nothing else to say. Next.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, I remember I bring this up like every year and people always ask me. I believe it's one of the two that I'm about to show you. Okay. I remember.
Oh my gosh.
I was telling you guys about this book that my dad made me read.
That he never knows the name of.
When we were dating.
Never find it.
I remember it was purple and white book.
He looked up purple cover.
Hey, you got it. You could be specific on Google now.
You gotta be specific. You gotta be specific. You can be
specific now. You know what I'm saying? So
some of y'all need to be more specific.
I believe it was this book right here. Sex, Love, or Infatuation. How can I really know? It's either this one. Okay. Take a look. Or
take a look. How do you not remember you don't remember what the book looked like?
It was either that one or this one.
So you don't know which one it is?
It's one of the two.
You don't know which one it is?
They're both Christian books, so.
Okay.
All right.
You don't know which one it is?
I believe it's the first one.
I think it's the first one.
I believe it's the first one.
Sounds more like.
But hey, reading it either way, you're gonna be helped. Bless God. No, I mean, I guess I'll add just my little 2 cents of wisdom.
Well,
and no, don't talk now because you wanted me to add.
Well, I was gonna ask you a question.
Okay, what question are you gonna ask?
Going back to the original question, which was, what was the original question? Can you stay with somebody if the sex is bad or whatever? Before we got married, like before, I guess maybe even before you met me, if you were asked that question, would you have said yes, you would stay with that person if the sex was bad?
I mean, you're talking to someone who was like inexperienced. So like what?
Okay,
like,
so that's why I'm asking. It doesn't matter if you're experienced or not.
So this is why I was about to say what I'm about to say, because number one, when you sneaking around trying to do stuff, somebody said it on here, porn and things that you've been watching, that does not help you with real life.
It don't.
So you up here trying to complete all your fantasies because you've been watching pornography, which is perverted.
It's very unrealistic.
And so now
Very
you
unrealistic.
have all of these. Perversion is twisting the original thing. Perversion and wickedness. People think about wickedness about, oh my God, spooky. No, wickedness is just twisting of what is right. So when you twist the truth, it becomes a lie. Lying isn't.
Porn be lying.
Exactly.
It be lying.
And so
it's so fabricated.
You have these images in your head that you've been watching because
not even just porn, like
because
on TV,
I'm going to talk about me. I'm going to talk about me.
Movies.
I'm going to talk about me. Growing up in the church, I didn't have opportunities to go to parties and have opportunities to hook up with people and do all this stuff that I could just do out in the open. Like some people have the opportunity to do, whether they were allowed to go to parties and their parents didn't know they were doing some of these other things. Parents parents aren't stupid. But I didn't even have the opportunity, right? Because like this couple that I know, they said they got married and they remained virgins the entire time they were dating. And they said they never put themselves in compromising positions, pun intended. They didn't even create space for them to sin. And so when you go to a nightclub or you go to a house party and you know it's about to be drinking, smoking, bumping and grinding, you literally open the door for things to take place. And because I did not have that, I was introduced to pornographic images at a young age. And then those things became my party nightclub. And then I tried to shape my mind around the things that I saw in these images, in these videos, in these magazines at, family members' houses, because I wanted to impress girls. And because I wanted to impress girls who were never going to be my wives, I watch things and try to learn things. And then you get married and it's like, my wife, she didn't want none of that stuff. None of that stuff matters. None of that stuff means anything because it's not real.
It's not real.
It's not real. And so when you open the door for wickedness and perversion to come in, and then you are presented with the truth, you're bringing perversion to truth, and perversion and truth don't mix. It's like oil and water. One is going to sit at the top and just float. They can't be mixed. And so this is why, we preach about the holy and the profane. You can't mix the two. It's just like trying to make a gospel version of any of Chris Brown's songs. It doesn't work. It doesn't work because the original intent, whatever the original intent is going to seep through whatever you're trying to do. the original intent is going to come through. You can say Jesus 100 million times, but as long as that beat is, do you remember the 21st day of September?
You think about the 21st day of September?
You're going to think about that.
That's
No
facts,
matter
though.
how many times you say, Jesus, I love Jesus.
That's
Nobody's
facts, though,
thinking about Jesus.
Because some of y'all, not some of y'all, I'll just talk about me. There was a point where I would be having sex to the beat of September, trying to make it about you, but it was really September. And what I mean by that is some of y'all got too many images in your head or experiences from other people in your head, and you having sex to that beat and not the beat of your spouse, and that's what be making it suck. And that don't work. Trust me, it doesn't. It's like you cannot. It's polygamy, basically. You're having a polyamorous relationship, even though you wanted to be in a monogamous relationship. It's polyamorous now because now you've got other people in your head. You're trying to do things that other people have done that don't really work for your relationship. You're just bringing all of that into it, trying to make it work for you and that person, and it's just not clicking, Steven. It's not adding up. The math is not mathing because that wasn't meant for y'all. You know what I mean? You have to learn. That's why I said you have to learn your partner. You have to learn your spouse. You have to learn them, what they like, and create an experience that you both enjoy. Not an experience that you saw or you think is good and then try to recreate that, replicate that, because that's not your experience. That's not y'all's experience. That is you and the other 5 people you watching that video experience. You know, so
as well as like Living Single says, when you have multiple partners before you get married,
and multiple partners can include what you watch.
I know there's different.
You ain't gotta touch
There's
them
different
for them
thoughts
to
and
be in your
ideologies about
head.
different thoughts and ideologies about soul ties and things of that sort. But if we look at the biblical definition of marriage, is when the marriage is consummated, meaning the husband and the wife have sex, and there is a whole ceremony that happens where they would literally take the sheets from the bedroom and showcase it the next morning to see if there was any bodily fluid there, to see if they actually had consummated the marriage. And if they had not, they were not legally married. Okay. And so when you have multiple partners, you are creating in the spirit realm. I know that we're getting deep now, but I'm a preacher. In the spirit realm, you are creating covenants with those individuals every single time you have sex with someone else. And now you want to get married, and you're bringing all of those other covenants into a new covenant if you have not taken the time to get healing and deliverance from these people and those thoughts and those memories that may try to come up in your mind while you're with your spouse. And this is another reason why many of us preach the importance of abstaining from sex, because this leaves out so many other factors and failure cycles that lead us down these dark paths. Okay. So yeah, I never mean to get this deep, but this is what happens because
I just wanted to know
because
if you
this
leave
is
if the sex
is
was
in
bad.
me. Okay, this is in me, and so I take this stuff very serious, very, very serious, because the reason why a lot of us that are in this chat and a lot of us that follow, everything is our culture, right? Our culture struggles with a lot of these things is because of sex and sin. People don't like to hear this stuff, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
Okay. And I mean, I literally think about this. I don't know why, but I literally think about the Hollywood rap, R&B, movie star industry, where you have all of these famous people
Sleeping with each other.
And they all got kids with each other.
Snatchy.
What's going to happen to these children as they grow up? And
they all related.
Many of them are related in several different ways. I mean, like it's scary. It's scary. I think about this stuff. Think about people in your family. Just think about like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
I went
in
to
your
a family
own
reunion.
in your own family.
Man, my cousin. I ain't know she was my cousin. I mean, just all kind of
Cousins be
I'm just
popping out of
saying.
nowhere,
I'm just
especially not
saying.
everybody doing 23andMe and all that. You be finding
I'm
cousins
just
you
saying.
ain't know existed. You
It
might
is,
have
it
dated
is
some
for
of
your
them.
protection. At the end of the day, we used to think, oh, y'all don't want us to have no fun. No, I want you to live. I want you to prosper, as the word of God says. I want you to live according to the word of God, and I want you to live and not die. And I don't want you to have to pay the consequences, because the Bible says the wages of sin, that means sin is going to cost you something. The wages of sin is death. You ain't going to die immediately, but you going to pay for some of the stuff
Die in
that
a lot
you've
of
done.
different ways. It's a whole lot of broken people out here because they have
Next.
they have trauma from broken relationships that came from folks just having sex. And that's it. All right. Well, that took a turn.
It's got to be said. I
took a turn.
I know the stuff that I'm saying is not popular. Y'all may unfollow us. Y'all may unfollow me. Y'all may say I'm talking crazy. That's fine.
I just want y'all to have a good sex life.
I don't answer to you. I answer to God. And I'm
want y'all to have a good
responsible
sex
for
life.
what I say over these airwaves, over the internet, over the inters of nets, over the interwebs. I'm
Internet.
responsible.
The internet.
Because at the end of the day, we have this platform, and the influence and the impact that we have is because God gave it to us. It's nothing that we done on our own. It's because this is what God is allowing us to chariot and to champion during this time. So I'm just saying, it's tight, but it's right. As the old preacher say, it's tight, but it's right. If I had an organ, I'd tell them, turn that organ off. No, this is not the end. It's just the end of that segment.
Cam don't want to talk about it no more because he's tired of going in.
Getting fired up. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say some real bad stuff, and y'all really gonna be like, "Ooh."
I don't know why I thought that would be a lighthearted conversation. I should have known you was gonna go in. I just wanted to know what you thought. And so yeah, on a lighter note, not that the previous one was heavy. Christmas is on Saturday.
Christmas time is here.
Yeah, I don't have anything else. That was I was hoping that would segue into something else. I don't really have anything else after that. But do you have anything else on your heart?
I mean, I have been. Let me say this. I've been in my. I'm not even gonna say it like that. Let me say this. Let me speak a word of encouragement over you guys. We did this. We basically kind of did this at the end of season 1 of Everything Is We, and I feel it again because I just been thinking about the millennials and my peers and my constituents and my colleagues.
Okay,
and
constituents.
all of those great terms and words. And I believe that a lot of us, where we see ourselves, like the vision that we have for ourselves, is actually in alignment with what God has planned for us the entire time. We just have to get ourselves to a place of discipline and consistency. Discipline and consistency. And here's what I want you to do. I want discipline and consistency to be something that you devour, that you eat, that you take into consideration. I know we all have goals and aspirations for the new year, but why put off tomorrow what you can do today? Start as soon as possible. I know some of you have probably done, some of these vision goal boards and meetings, and you get up with your girlfriends. Listen, put the images and the pictures away and put on your board consistency and discipline. All right. A lot of the things that we want to accomplish all add up to discipline and consistency. Okay. And I have been getting on myself with this because this is what God has been saying to me. There's nothing in there. This is what God has been saying to me in order for me to reap the things that I see for myself that God has shown me. God is not going to give you a vision of something that he has not given you provision to accomplish. Okay. So discipline and consistency. Then the third thing is stop procrastinating. Go watch my reel that I posted on that. Stop procrastinating. There are things, there are ideas, there are envisions, there are inventions, there are goals, there are businesses, there are songs, there are pieces of art, there are financial plans. There are so many things that are waiting to be released because it's still in your brain. It's still in your head. It's still just a thought. Like some of the things that I believe that God is about to do, it's about to be released to his people, because we're going to stop saying, oh man, I wish I could do, man, I wish I could be, man, you can. God has given you the ability to do anything that is according to his will, that he's given you the gift and the passion to do it. So make it happen. There is a difference between us waiting on God, and there's a difference between us being active while we wait. You can work the principles of God while you wait on God. So some of us have visions to do whatever. I was talking to my wife. Was that last week, Monday? I'm like, I feel like we need to sow in this specific area because we're expecting God to do miracles on this end. So we need to sow here. I believe that we need to showcase, even put a time frame on it. God, I'm going to give you 6 months of unadulterated, consistent work. And I believe at the end of those 6 months, or at the end of that time frame, you're going to see God do some miraculous things in your life. If you give God a set period of time, we said this, and then we had a meeting with our manager, and she said, yeah, Cam, I think, after about 6 months, we can see some extra. And I'm like, I literally just said that. Literally. If you work the principles of God, God will work for you. Things will work on your behalf. Work the principle. Pray God's will be done in your life. Be consistent and be disciplined. Cam, I'm going to talk about me. I'm not going to talk about you. Cam don't have the body that he want to have yet because he ain't been consistent. I'm talking about Cam.
Me too, because I don't be eating enough. I'm just going to call myself out. I don't be eating enough. I could be thicker. The gains could be here by now.
But whatever it is, put your name. Such and such don't have XYZ because I'm not consistent. Such and such don't have, I'm not seeing the results in this area of my life because I have not been disciplined.
Oh, and then what did I say? I remember I had said that I was like it's like complacency. Like you get stuck in bad habits, and then you're not getting yourself out of those habits, which is causing your delay because you're complacent. It's like, well, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to get out of my comfort zone. I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like doing that. I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing and just pray that God going to make it work like that way. Why do I got to do all this extra stuff? Complacent.
The major separator between people that we look up to and us is discipline and consistency. If you look at somebody that's really fit, it's not because they're smarter than us or they're stronger than us. They're stronger than us because they have consistently worked at being stronger. What would happen if you took a period of time and said, I'm going to dedicate myself to being consistent and disciplined? I mean, things would just turn in your favor. I was talking to a friend of mine. We was in Atlanta Saturday for a few hours.
And that was stressful.
And we were talking about how literally like there is a space that is kind of open that God is like waiting for a group of individuals. I feel like myself, I'm included in that. God has this space open for us to walk into it, but we just got to be consistent enough and just really get to work on the things that he's put on the inside of us. And the more we continue to work on our craft and put the things out that God has placed on the inside of us, we're literally going to reach another generation of people. And I'm not going to use their name, but like, it's like this one particular group that's just been killing it over the last, I'd say 18 months, more specifically like 12 months, and how they've literally tapped in to the wave, to the current that God has him on, this trajectory that's literally just catapulted them and propelled them to the top. Like there's another wave coming. And if you ain't consistent and disciplined, you're going to miss the wave.
You know, success is all about catching waves. I've learned this being on social media over the course of the inception of social media until now. I've pretty much been on every platform at some point. And it's all about catching waves. And you have to, the thing about it is you can't catch the wave while the wave is already up really high, because it's too high to, I mean, it's not too high. You could get up there if you swim hard enough. But for the most part, the people who really are able to ride a wave are the ones who catch it early. So you get, if you know, like, have you ever watched people surf? I'm not a surfer. I can't swim. I don't know nothing about surfing. But what I do know is when you watch people surf, they be on the little board, right? And then like they see a big wave coming. They don't try to surf up a wave that's already really big. They wait until one is coming and then they like get on that and then ride it all the way up, right? So that's how we kind of have to do with anything you want to be successful with in life. You have to learn how to catch waves. You can make your own waves too. I mean, you could do that, but a lot of success is catching waves. And it's the same thing with like social media trends. Like if you follow TikTok is all about catching waves. That's literally how the algorithm works. Basically, you see somebody do something that is kind of popping off and not a lot of people are doing it yet. You'll be like, okay, let me hop onto this wave. I'm going to do this trending sound. I'm going to make a video on this trending sound. And then you notice the next day your TikTok went viral. Basically, like you caught the wave early, right? You notice like if you ever try to do a trend after it's been out for a week, everybody already over that trend. They're on the next trend and your video ain't going to do as well because you caught the wave too late. So TikTok does that in a very short span of time. It's very like quick and the trends move quickly. YouTube was a little different. It was like you had a bit longer of a wave to catch. You could catch it and people would still be doing the same thing for like a couple weeks. TikTok moves a lot faster. It's starting to move faster with everything. So you just got to be prepared for that. But it's the same with like with stocks. I'm learning more about stocks. It's waves. You catch waves. You catch a stock that's really, really small and you buy a whole bunch of it. And then a week later, it's like up however much money. And then you made money because you caught the wave. But now everybody talking about it. And then they're like, oh, you got to get on this. By the end, it's too late. The stock going to go down. You done lost your money because you didn't catch the wave. It's all about waves, bro. Surf the waves, dude. You got to catch the waves, bro. That's how this works. So yeah, what you were saying, it just reminded me of that because like everything is like that. You have to be able to see potential for something to grow and be like, okay, I'm going to, because really it's a step. It's like a faith step when you start off with something that's smaller and you don't know if it's going to grow, but you see it growing or you see it doing well. You don't necessarily know that if it's going to do well or not. But you have to be able to be like, okay, I'm going to like put myself out there and see if it works. I'm going to use my talent in this area and see if it works. And then if you catch the wave, it'll work for you. So I think that's kind of like what you were saying is like, it's not like you don't have the skills. You have the skills. You just have to do the things. And then you will catch that new wave and it'll be booming. Like, bam, Like the problem with a lot of people that I see is they be trying to catch other people way. Like they be trying to ride other people's coattails. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't want to be rude. I don't want to sound rude, but I get this question a lot. Like people are always asking me, how do I gain more followers like you? How do I like be successful on platforms, blah, blah, blah. Is it too late? Is it too late? Like, how do I do this? How do I do this? How do I do this? And it's like, if you're so concentrated on trying to be like what you see instead of doing what you know how to do and kind of catching a new or starting a new wave or catching a new wave or whatever, instead of trying to follow somebody else and do exactly what they do so you can get what they got, there's something else for you. You just have to do what you know how to do, what's in you already, and then you'll be successful at that. It'll be a totally different wave. It's not going to be the same one that I was on. You know what I'm saying? Like, because for me, like, I say this all the time, I've accidentally got into doing YouTube, Instagram, all that. Like, I wasn't trying to catch a wave. I wasn't trying to get followers. I wasn't trying to make money. It happened because I was just doing it because it was just in me to do these things. Like, I just like doing what I was doing and I just did it. You have to have that kind of drive to do what works for you, what is in you, you know? And then you'll catch a new wave that'll just take you to wherever you need to be. It don't got to be based on exactly what I did and look how I did it. You know what I'm saying? It's different for you. And that's one thing I love about, since Cam has quit his job and he's like, you know, working more with me now. But I feel like a lot of the things that he is going to be doing on social media and a lot of the things that he's good at and stuff, it's different from what I do. And so I can't be like, you got to do everything like me. You got to do this like this. You got to do it on my time, my schedule, because that's what works for me. I can't say that because he has a totally different skill set. I mean, not totally different. He has similar skills, but he has other skills that I don't have. So like, he's going to have a whole different experience and a whole new wave he's going to catch. It's not going to be like the one I caught, you know? So I have to leave room for him to be who he is. Like, I'm not going to force him to do everything like me. Number one, that's not good friendship. That's not good relationship. We had this conversation with one of them about how like their journey is different from our journey. Even though they're kind of similar, they're still different. Like, everything they do, we don't have to do it the exact same way. That doesn't mean we're not being good friends because we don't do everything they do, and vice versa. Like, everybody's journey is different, bro. You gotta catch your wave. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Anyway.
Facts. So, hey, Chizzy XOXO, we have a video with some of our friends. You can watch the one.
We have a lot of episodes about
Wanda
friendships.
and Laurelco. We were in Nashville. We recorded it in an Airbnb.
We have a lot of episodes about friendship, though,
in the video, but a lot of jewels dropped, a lot of gems dropped. Check that video out if you are looking to talk about friendships, and
we have a lot of episodes about friendships.
A lot of those. Listen, guys, we don't want to be repetitive, but if you haven't caught up on all the episodes, we want you guys to catch up on those episodes, because many of you that are in the live, you guys are, you know, you've seen or listened to pretty much all of the stuff that we've already put out, and that's why y'all here, because we've been gone. So go check those out. Appreciate y'all rocking with us. Man, it's already been an hour, and just time just moves so fast when you're speaking from your heart and saying it with your chest. And so guys.
Give me Christmas thoughts. Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
You guys, by the time y'all see this, it'll be Christmas Eve. So hope you guys have a Merry Christmas.
Praying for all of you that have lost loved ones during this time. This time may be difficult for you. We are praying for you. We pray for the peace of God that surpasses all understanding. We pray that you will feel loved and you will feel supported, and that you will know that, you know, God loves you and he cares for you. And, you know, your loved ones that may no longer be here, they're no longer hurting, suffering, or dealing with any of the things that we are currently still dealing with here on earth, because we know that the world and the times that we live in, they are crazy times, crazy times. Some might even say perilous times.
Perilous. Wait, what was the word that everybody said? We're living in unprecedented. No, during these. What was they kept saying, like on all the commercials and stuff?
Unprecedented time. I don't know.
It was like,
I don't know. Anyway, but we're praying for you guys, and we pray that you guys feel as loved as you possibly can. You know, try to surround yourselves with people that make you feel loved, and you know, try not to, you know, be down on yourself, and just do what is best for your mentals and for your spirit. So I pray that you guys have a community of people that you guys can count on and lean on. That was on my heart earlier today. I got some friends of mine that I want to reach out to because I know, you know, this may be a difficult season for them. So yeah, it's just so many moving parts and moving things that are going on. But hey, I am always in an expectant state because I truly believe that our best days are ahead of us. And, you know, as God continues to grow and mature us, I believe he's doing the same thing for you all. And I just can't wait to see all of the things that God has in store. I can't wait for my testimony to continue to grow and get bigger and get stronger, and for God to continue to show himself strong in my life, in my wife's life, and my family's life, and your life. I can't wait to hear the wonderful, beautiful testimonies that you guys are going to share with us, and just some of the great things that God is going to do in your life during this season and the season to come. So, hey, it's a new year, or it's about to be a new year.
it's not the last one.
It's not the last one, but we're on the brink of a new day and a new season.
Oh my gosh, guys, I'm going into a new decade.
So, yeah.
Ooh, it looks like your camera was unplugged.
And our camera was unplugged. So, hey, well, listen, guys, we love you. God bless you. Catch us on all our social medias.
That's awkward. It's still live, though.
It is.
Well, that's awkward. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're on YouTube, and follow us on all of our socials. Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's not all about the gifts, guys. Have fun with your family. Love on people. Show somebody some love. Sing them some Christmas carols. That's all I got. And he's playing the song again. Yay! Hang all the mistletoe.
Sing, babe.
I'm gonna get to know you better this Christmas. And as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together. This Christmas, the fireside is blazing bright, and we caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas. Very special Christmas.
Y'all hear she going crazy because the video not on.
Yeah. All right.
You know the second verse?
Presents and cards are here. My world is filled with cheer and you. This Christmas, your eyes will shine the town. They do.
Okay, Wanye.
Right through the night will be a very special Christmas for me. Yeah. Shake a hand, shake a hand. Why do they say shake a hand?
I don't know.
Why are we shaking hands? Who are you shaking hands with?
Wave your hand like a tambourine. Shake a hand.
Shibbity bop doobie. How do people scat?
You can. Hey, we out. Love y'all.